Hello Internet, I'm going to make a video real quick and talk about Berlin. It's about an hour away from here, so it's super easy to get to. I've been there, I think 4 times now, so I thought I'd just make a video and just talk about my first impressions of Berlin and just let you guys know about just a few little things about the city itself. So I went on a tour the first weekend I think I was here, and the tour guide was super smart. He knew everything about the city. But one thing he told us, like the logo, I guess, of the city, or like kind of the motto is Berlin. It's better than it used to be, but it's not as good as it's gonna get. And you could really see that. Just looking around the city, you can see stuff's being built up all around, stuff's changing, stuff's happening, stuff's going on, and obviously it's hasn't had the best past. There's a little war, I guess, that kind of chopped down the city, which is really weird being there. Just thinking about, just kind of looking around. Yeah, there's at one time there was airplanes everywhere and gunshots and just the place being bombed like the crap out of it, I guess you could say. And you can see in some of the buildings even still have like bullet holes and like shrapnel, bomb explosion stuff. I don't know the word. But yeah, it's just kind of a crazy place to think about, like just where you're at. Like, oh, I'm in Berlin. First off, that's just kind of weird. But as far as like a city, I really think of DC when I'm there. I guess that's probably a big thing because it's the capital of Germany, and DC is the capital of the States. So just in the sense of there's so much history, and that there's so much going on there, and the stuff that's going on there is more important than like business, I guess you'd say. It's like economy, politics, whatever. It's not just making Volkswagens and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's like DC. I also like that it has multiple centers. It's just not like New York City, where Manhattan, New York, yeah, can't really compare it to New York, I guess, but the multiple centers just kind of around where people, it's kind of based around the train stops. So there's just like markets and stuff, I guess you could say, places to shop and things to do in these different centers just around Berlin. Another thing is the food in Berlin, the doner stands. Doner kebab. If you don't know what one is, Google it right now. If you're from the States, you probably don't know, so you need to look it up because it's so good. They're everywhere here. It's a Turkish food, cooked on a spit. Like I said, you need to look it up. But it's interesting. They're everywhere, and you can always smell them before you know where they're at exactly. So just kind of walking around, you're like, ooh, I smell some doner. I wasn't hungry before, but now I am. And other food is currywurst, which is like steamed sausage, I think, with like a ketchup curry sauce on top of it. Sounds terrible, but it's actually really good. I've had 2 there, I think, so yeah, that's the Berlin food, is the currywurst. Also, Berlin has a mascot, I guess you could say, like a bear, Berlin, get it? But there's like this bear that's kind of, you see everywhere in the city, that is usually like this, holding something up, like at a pub or bar. He's usually like holding up like a tray of beers or like a pizza or something. So it's just kind of cool seeing the city have like a mascot. Like Frankfurt here has a mascot. It's like a rooster. So there's like statues of roosters here, and there's statues of bears in Berlin. So it's kind of cool. As far as like war stuff. Probably my favorite thing is the what is it called? Memorial to the Murdered Jews, which you should also look up if you don't know what it is. It's just a big memorial with all these looks like coffins, caskets, concrete, and they're just everywhere. They're all spaced the same. They're all the same size, but they're like different heights. And it's interesting when you go walk into the memorial, I guess, like you're always going down, like you're always getting deeper and deeper into it. So if you think about it like it's like the Holocaust, it's easy to get into one, but it's very hard to get out. And just like walking into it makes you think some crazy things like, why would someone do this? Why would someone build this memorial? Like, what does it mean? What does the Holocaust mean? It just makes you think about a lot of things that went on, which if you're into art, like anytime you think about something more than just, oh, this song is sweet, oh, this painting's sweet, like if it actually makes you think about something else, you know it's good. If it like provokes some sort of other sense, I guess you could say, like food, another example. So as far as art, that is actually the coolest art thing I've seen. Not really cool, because the Holocaust definitely was not cool, but yeah. So also in Berlin, there's these pipes you see going everywhere, just like out of the ground, going to, I don't know where, they just go somewhere, but they are actually moving water from the ground, because Berlin was once a swamp, so it's still a swamp, and with water you can't have buildings and you can't live in water really, so you have to get rid of it. So the pipes pump out water out of Berlin. So they have them painted, and yeah, it's just very unique. You don't see that in any other city, at least I haven't. And the joke in Berlin is that they're not actually moving water, they're actually moving all the beer that people are drinking, which is a pretty funny joke, I think. Another thing that's in Germany, but learned about this in Berlin, is another war-related thing. So there's like these gold blocks in the ground, every random many steps, I don't know, they're just spaced out randomly in this city in Berlin, and also in Frankfurt here I've seen a few, but they're little memorials to like an individual that was killed in the Holocaust or in the war, and it says like blah blah blah, the person's name, murdered in Auschwitz or somewhere. So they're designed to make you trip and just like remember them. That's also a really not cool thing, but interesting, I guess. Also, Berlin Wall, there's just pieces throughout the city that were like scattered for art. So you can just be walking around the city and see a piece of the Berlin Wall that has been painted for art, which is really cool. You don't see that in any other city, like just a concrete slab painted with some crazy graffiti or some crazy dude or some crazy art on it again, I guess I could say. So that's really cool. Also, the East Side Gallery, like Berlin Wall, is not up anymore, and Berlin is one city. Yeah, but they still have, the largest section is called the East Side Gallery, and it's painted professionally on the east side of Germany. On the east side of the wall, it's professionals painted it, different paintings, I guess, and they're all unique and all have like a special meaning to them, and so it's just very cool to see that in the wall in its original place. So also went to the zoo. If you saw my last vlog, it was pretty sweet. I didn't talk or say anything about it, but that zoo is dope. Those animals were happy, which you don't expect to see happy animals in a zoo because they're caged, so yeah, lots of different. Okay, so I think the my camera cut me off for some reason, so I was talking about the zoo. Yeah, sweet place. The aquarium was actually my favorite part. I'd never seen jellyfish before, which are pretty weird animals. I don't know what they do besides just... I don't kind of freaky really. But yeah, that's really all I know about Berlin right now. Just first impressions. I thought I'd document what I thought right now. I love it. It's a great city. I can't wait to go back again. I don't know when I'll go back. Like I said, it's just an hour away from here on the Bahn, just the train right here in Frankfurt. It takes an hour to get there. Very easy to get to. Very sweet city. Lots of history. Good food. Yeah, I love Berlin. So I think next weekend I'm gonna do some traveling. Vienna maybe, Prague maybe, Poland maybe. So yeah, I think this is gonna be a really long video, probably the longest yet. So I should probably get off here and upload it to YouTube. So I hope you guys enjoyed this number 8 vlog from me. If you watched it all, you get 5 stars, 5 gold stars, from my heart to yours. So hope you have a great day, and I will see you later.